Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of a new Trekkie. My 5-year mission to search out Star Trek media, to seek out our fans and merchandise, to boldly go where no fan has gone before.
Greetings and salutations, how's everybody doing? Today, we're doing another video where we're talking about references to Star Trek and other shows. And this time, it's
time for Animaniacs, and we're zany to the max.
the Animaniacs! Yes, the popular show, the Animaniacs, the popular show from the 90s, and it also recently came back in reboot form on Hulu. And yes, this is the top 5 best references, the top 5 references in Animaniacs to Star Trek. I'm excited about this one. Keep in mind, when doing this video, I was able to get this list to work. I wasn't able to get, say, a ton of clips, so sometimes I'd have to rely on images. But I did the best I could. I apologize. But I did try. But I did think, okay, let's go ahead and start off. So number 5. Number 5 is the Andorians. Yes, the Andorians are, say, the alien race that have that basically appeared in the original Star Trek, and as well as in later versions of the show. Here's what they look like back in Star Trek.
Find your own answers, Captain. You haven't long to live.
You're a spy, surgically altered to pass as an Andorian, planted in the ambassador's party to use terror and murder to disrupt us.
Here's what they look like in Animaniacs. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty funny. Say, yeah, they're watching TV, and it's kind of funny. I think it kind of works. Let's go ahead and move on to number 4. And number 4 is a chess reference. Well, keep in mind, an original run of Star Trek, say, the game that Spock would usually play a lot against, say, whether was the captain or other crew members, was chess.
Ah, yes. One of your Earth emotions.
Certain you don't know what irritation is?
So, this was what they did for Animaniacs. Yes, I know it's not Spock or Captain Kirk, but at the same time, kind of works in the fact that, okay, aliens. Okay, I guess that works. Mostly just, I guess the reason why I'm counting this is mostly because of the chessboard and all that. I mean, I know some of these don't seem very strong, but don't worry. Remember, we're starting off light. Let's go ahead and move on to number 3. Number 3 is Star Trek Reboots. And just like recently happened, Animaniacs had its own reboot. And in the first episode, which is basically talking about, say, the first episode is talking about what has happened over the years, there is a moment in the episode where basically they said, "Oh my gosh, all these shows have been rebooted," and like Star Trek was rebooted, and they go like, "Yeah," and then they said, and then they're carrying a model of the Enterprise, and then they also do like a Star Trek: The Next Generation reference. And yeah, it's kind of fun. I think it kind of works, especially in like yeah, we kind of reference our greatest, like one of our references. Like okay, so number 2. Number 2 is Willie Slackmore. And I know you're probably saying this probably seems like cheating, but like say this one kind of makes fun of William Shatner's musical run. If you want to see like say how he does as a singer.
She packed my bags. Last night, pre-flight. 0 hour. 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high.
Now let's see how they did it in Animaniacs.
Bah, black sheep. Have you any wool? Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. 3 bags full.
I think there's something missing. Like talent?
3 bags, 3 bags. 3 bags full.
I'm sorry. I think it's kind of amusing. It's kind of cute. They basically kind of kind of combine both his like say singing, like him kind of thing he does, and also the way he talked in the original Star Trek as well. So I think it kind of works. Oh, like say near the end of the episode, they also basically the episode is basically the characters are the Wanders are playing like they're gonna be doing karaoke. And then at the end of the list, before to them is Leonard Nimoy.
This old man. He played one. He played knick-knack on my thumb with a knick-knack paddywhack. Give your dog a bone. This old man came rolling home.
Oh, I get it. It's a whole Star Trek gag thing.
And I gotta say, I like this one because Leonard Nimoy actually had a singing career. Well, he actually did like a song called based around Bilbo Baggins. So I actually kind of think these ones work. And number 1. This one episode is the entire episode of Star Trek. Basically, this one is trying to make fun of Star Trek as a whole altogether. And I kind of think this one actually kind of works in the fact, instead of just like tiny references, it's a whole in reference of Star Trek in general. Like say there's moments like say when Star Trek 2 The Wrath of Khan, mostly they make fun of say, oh my gosh, it's Carl Montalban and his plastic chest.
Look, it's Ricardo Montalban and his big plastic chest. Ooh, he's dreamy too.
Gork, I shall exact my revenge for being stranded on that planet.
But the joke is, Montalban didn't have a plastic chest. He actually did work out. And there was I was gonna use one of the clips from the moment where basically Scotty eats a lot of donuts. But that one seemed like a bad taste. Yeah, this one actually is a lot. I actually kind of found this one more kind of enjoyable. The episode of Star Trek, I think it kind of works. And if I say.
You saved us. How can we ever repay you?
Promise not to sue us.
Promise.
And generally, it kind of works all together, honestly. And I'm sorry, like, say, like, if you are expecting certain, like, moments from the show to appear in references. However, when I was doing all this research for this episode, like, unfortunately, like, say, if I couldn't find the evidence, I didn't want to just like say, nah, you're lying. So I had to go with what I could find. I apologize about that. But I hope you all enjoyed this top 5. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.
Iris out already, please!
See you later.